So this is the 12 types of Sahaja-yogis I have described. But there's one. That is the one which is fully empowered also. They discover their own powers. In that introspection, they see. And they are sure about it, no doubts. That is the state of Nirvikalpa. They have no doubts about themselves. To have faith in me, to worship me, to receive something from me. But know that I have made you also something great. And that you have to develop your powers also. Don't only depend on the powers that I have. Just do not try to extract powers which are from your mother, but try to rise onto the same levels. You can. I wouldn't say how many will, but try. And for that, first and foremost thing, first and most important thing is complete humility. Of course, you are surrendered to me, so you are humble. Muhammad Sahib talked of surrender. I said, surrender yourself to yourself. If yourself is the spirit, why not surrender yourself to yourself? But make that self shine. Just become one with that light. Whole life should be a light. Light of love, light of divinity, light of beauty. So you have to work out through introspection. You have got all these powers within yourself. So many powers you have. Of course, depending on mother, is nice thing. But now you grow, you have to grow. You have to grow and take up the responsibility without feeling responsible. The personality should be such.
That's what it is. Now there are many people who also come down with new ideas, this is so, that is so, but one should understand that why do you want to represent anyone here? Why don't you become yourself? You need not represent some other cult, some other gurus. Better be yourself. What have you got so far? It just takes a second for you to get realization. What is the need for you to represent some other people because you have paid some money there or because you are a member of some organization? You cannot be a member of Sahaja Yoga. You have to become. First you have to become a person with thoughtless awareness, which we call in Sanskrit Nirvichar Samadhi, and after that you become a person endowed with doubtless awareness, which we call as Nirvichar Samadhi. This must be achieved. Otherwise, no use coming to Sahaja Yoga. Because we do not want just majority. Nobody is fighting elections here. It is for your gain. If you do not want to achieve that state, no use being here because it's just a waste of time for us and for you. You should just understand that this is your right to have it, you must get it, and you must learn how to preserve it. And then you have to give it to others. You have to use it for helping others, for the emancipation of the whole humanity, for the saving of the whole humanity. There may be very few, doesn't matter, but they have to be genuine.
See, though you are in that state of nirvichara, still you move to savikalpa state, where you again get vikalpa. But you are after all a realized soul. You see, so they have made three clear-cut things, that you can have savikalpa samadhi, you can have nirvichar samadhi, and you can have pure nirvikalpa samadhi. Now from even that state, you see, you can get to that. And that's what you have to cut out, is to, when you see such a situation where you get involved, then you say, this is not, and come out of it. It's a practice. A little practice can tell you. Like driving, by practice you master it in the same way. I know something is wrong. I know it is wrong. And I know that they're doing wrong, but I just keep quiet. And then they know what was wrong, what was right. It's better to make others learn by mistakes than to tell them. No one likes to be told. Then they learn themselves by mistakes. Yes, I've done this mistake, that mistakes. I've ruined my life. Now come along. But if you tell them, they can be very reluctant or could be vindictive.
Проникающей энергией.
As soon as the Kundalini passes through Agya, you become thoughtlessly aware.
Когда кундалини проходит этот центр огня, вы становитесь, или, так скажем, попадаете в сферу безмысленного сознания. То есть ниже мыслей. Вы сознаете без мыслей.
Yeah. Now, the one thought rises and falls off, another thought rises and falls off.
Мысли имеют волнообразный характер, поднимается и уходит, поднимается и уходит.
And we are jumping on the cusps of these thoughts.
И мы прыгаем обычно по верхушкам этих мыслей.
They come from the past or from the future.
Мысли могут приходить как со стороны прошлого, так и со стороны будущего.
Now, if I say that you be in the present, you cannot be.
Если я вам скажу, останьтесь в настоящем, кто сможет из вас это сделать?
If I say pay attention to yourself, you cannot.
Если я вам скажу, обратите внимание на себя, попробуйте, как это
In
трудно.
between these thoughts, there's a little space which is the present.
Между вот этими верхушками волн есть микроскопическое пространство, которое называется настоящее.
When the Kundalini rises, these thoughts become weak and there's a space in between. That's the present where there's no thought.
Когда кундалини поднимается, мысли ослабляются и расширяется это пространство. И вы попадаете в безмысленное сознание.
Then you grow spiritually and you are inspired.
Вот тогда-то и начинается ваш духовный рост, и тогда-то возникает тот момент, который мы называем вдохновением.
And now you can think about whatever you want, whenever you want, with a new light, with a new penetration.
Вот тогда-то и вы можете думать, хотя здесь слово уже думать неуместно, о том, о чем хотите и где вы хотите с помощью нового света.
Now, Kundalini pierces through all right, but if you have problems, she goes back and attends to it.
Да, кундалини поднимается вверх, проходит, но если у вас есть проблемы, она вновь опускается и начинает лечить.
So you have to know
Вам следует знать,
how to master it
как совершенствовать это, как этим управлять, как контролировать это.
and how to fix your Kundalini,
И как фиксировать вашу энергию кундалини,
your connection.
вашу связь.
And once it is done, you are in the second state which we call as Nirvikalpa Samadhi.
И когда это сделано, вы попадаете в то, что называется вторая сфера, вторая стадия нирвикальпа самадхи.
Meaning doubtless awareness.
В переводе означает сознание бессомнительное, без сомнения.
There's no end to this knowledge.
В общем-то, конца, и, как говорится, исчерпать эти знания.
Be aware, to be in your conscious mind all the time that you are yogis. You are the ones who are very much higher than the rest of the humanity. That the salvation of the whole of the humanity depends on you. The purpose of creation will be served by you. So first of all, you have to be conscious in your consciousness that you are so important, and that's why you were given realization. How can you be living with your conditionings and with your ego? The conditionings are like this. Supposing you are coming from a Christian religion, then you must bring that little bit of that religion into Sahaja Yoga. Or if you are from a Hindu religion, you want to bring some out of that. We have all the essences of these in Sahaja Yoga, the pure essences. But we can't have the gross nonsense. All these things are like dirt over our Sahasrara, which must be shaken off. Though now you are aware and conscious of your chakras, you do not keep them clean. Ordinary human beings, if they have clothes, they have houses, they try to keep it clean. But you do not feel ashamed of them also when they are bad. Because you, after some time, you also lose the awareness of them. That means you have become subtler but in your consciousness you are not yet subtle. There are so many things you know more than the people who are not realized as absolute reality. For example, we don't even use vibrations. Whenever it is needed, we don't use it. Or sometimes mechanically, just like a machine, we start giving bandhans. So you are still unconscious about your chakras, slightly conscious when you put your mind to it. Otherwise, in your central nervous system, you are not yet so conscious. This is the reason why you do not know why you have to do a thing at a particular time. Unless and until you rise to this Nirvikalpa state, you cannot go further.
In the third state, you become identified with the spirit completely. When it is Nirvikalpa, when you have no doubts, you know this. Then that joy starts. That's the beginning. Like the color taken by the food. The beginning. People see your face and so it's so lustrous. They see your life, you're so happy, and so on, your life is just. But the power you get when you realize fully, you never catch anything. You just record. You're not worried about catching, you're not worried about anything, you just record. Catching here, catching there. It's become just like an ordinary recording machine, and even any distance you can in awakening. Lots of powers are there of Nirvikalpa. It has to mature from this to that. At the end of Nirvikalpa, you become absolutely master of all the elements. You start controlling elements. If you want, you can have the sun coming out. You become master of elements. The water you touch becomes vibrating. Anything you do becomes seamless. If you give a slap to someone, she gets cured. If you say something harshly to someone, it really chops off all your badhas, all your obstacles.